Alright guys, what is up? Should have done that before, but I'm not about to redo this, okay? This is like my 5th time trying to do an introduction. And I'm done. Okay, so, it is the holiday season. So, I figured I'd do a little cooking recipe video. Yep. Because I've just been thinking about what to cook recently, just in a general sense. What do I want to eat? And I only want appetizers. Appetizers. These don't have to be appetizers, but you could bring these to a party. You could bring them to a little get-together, a little whatever. The version I'm going to be making today, first of all, okay, I'm making spinach cups, because I don't really know what else to call them, but we'll see. It's going to be a nice little spinach and a cup of dough of bread, because it'll be cooked. But, you'll see. So, here's another thing. I was going to use a muffin tin or a cupcake tin. I thought I had one of those. Apparently I do not. I know we had cupcake tins, but I think we used them for the wedding, and I think they were at my in-laws' house. Because they're not here. So, and trust me, I looked everywhere. So instead of using a cupcake tin today, we're using this from Halloween for our Christmas food. Use whatever you'd like. If you want to use something like this, if you want to use a little like miniature cupcake tin thing, if you want to use a regular size cupcake, a jumbo muffin pan, whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter. Even if you wanted to, look, it is up to you how you would like to go about building these voluptuous, delicious things of stuff. I even have little donut pans that I'm not going to use because I don't even know how I'd go about that. But hey, if you have one of those and you want to do that, go for it. I don't know how it's going to work, but feel free. Looking for more examples of what to use. Do whatever you want, whatever shape. That's what we're going to put them in. So the ingredients we're going to be using today. Okay, so I'm going to have 2 bags of chopped spinach, as I call it, spinach, but I say spinach. These are 12-ounce bags. It's spinach, okay. And we're using frozen because I didn't feel like buying fresh, and these were $1 a bag, $2. Boom. So we have that. We have these are going to be like spinach artichoke, okay, but again, feel free to add or omit any ingredients. It's not mine, it's yours. Marinated artichoke hearts, because I love those. Spinach artichoke anything, delicious. Going to be using the Walmart brand mozzarella style shreds. They're little vegan cheese. It's really good. It's not bad. I wouldn't say it's as stretchy as I would like, but I went to Walmart and I was not about to go anywhere else. In general, though, it tastes good. It tastes fine. It's good. I like it. Violife cream cheese. Also not my favorite for... It's like I like certain brands for different things because I feel like the flavors they have and the textures and the blah blah blahs do different things that work well for stuff. But I feel like it's all interchangeable at the same time. So, I mean, it's up to you. Whatever things you like. This is just what I'm using. I know I keep saying that, but I don't want you to feel like you have to use something in particular or be put off from using what is there because you never know. But yeah, Violife cream cheese. I'm just using 1 tub of this. And then real quick, only using 1 bag of this. Only using one little, it's a 12-ounce jar of this. And then for the thing that the spinach part, right? These are the spinach things, ingredients. This is also the recipe for spinach dip. So if you want just to dip, feel free to just do that. But I love spinach dip, and I like to eat a lot of it at a time. So I will say, this is like the secret ingredient. I've made it without it before, and it's not the same. It wasn't bad. It was really good, but it wasn't the same. Okay, this is how my mom makes it. Okay, the secret ingredient, nor vegetable mix, vegetable recipe mix. I guess you could make a dip with it. You might be able to make a soup with it. I doubt it. Well, I don't doubt it. I'm sure you could make a soup. Oh, yeah, there you go. Soup. Soup directions. Anyway, it's vegan. May contain milk. That means it doesn't. Because that's how it works for me. If it says may contain, it's just because I know it from this. It's like, oh, it's because it's made in the same. Whatever. Okay, it's vegan. All right. As far as I'm concerned, it's vegan. It's the Knorr, Knorr vegetable dip mix. Yeah. We're gonna use a little bag of that. I'm also gonna sprinkle a little bit of nutritional yeast flake in there because I've been missing out on my Nooch, man. And because it has, this is fortified, so they like add the vitamins and shit. It's not necessary. I've been using unfortified recently, but I have to order that online the way I do that, so I'm not even going to worry about it for now, because I trust this brand. You know, it's fine, I guess. If you've heard anything about this brand, though, hey, feel free to tell me in the comments. Be like, yo, my guy, don't use that brand because they do whatever. I don't know. I don't need to be doing this on camera, but I am. All right, anyway, I got distracted again. But yeah, this is the Red Star Savory Nutritional Yeast Flakes. I've also used, what? Red Bob's Mill, Rob's Mill, Red Bob, I don't know. The dude with the stuff. And then our last ingredient, what I'm going to be trying to use today, I have never used before. So I don't know how this is going to work. I was stuck between using this and like a biscuit. But I'm going to be using Pillsbury pizza crust. The classic crust. So, yeah, I'm excited. Contains wheat ingredients, and that is it. It is vegan. Super excited to try this on the thing. So, yeah. Super excited. All the excitement. Hold on, let me get a cutting board. I've been like cleaning for the past little bit, ignoring all the stuff I'm moving around. But I've been cleaning all day, and my back is killing me. Okay, my lower back, it is absolute trash right now. So I'm just moving all this crap over here because I'm going to chop up the shoot. Hold up. I don't need that bowl, do I? I'm a mess. Hold on a second. Okay. So I just had to get a bowl to put this stuff in. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my artichoke hearts and I'm going to chop those up so that they are already chopped and I don't have to worry about doing it later. Yeah. So let's just travel down here to the hearts. And I will be eating one of these right now because they're so good and I have not had one in a minute. Look at this big one right here. It is kind of oily, but like, it's fine. Delicious. Alright, so just gonna use an old fork. Check them out. And I will say, last time I made these, I had one of those choppers, like the thing where it has like a little cup on the end of it, and you just put it in there. It has like all the little blades on it, and you just choppy. But I do not own one of those, surprisingly enough. I have one of those like mandolin-esque situations with like the different little thingies you can put on there to cut it different ways. I have one of those, but that's not going to work with this for me. So, ooh, we're just going to chop the crap out of these. And feel free, if you are using any other if you want to throw any other vegetables in these, oh shit, feel free to cut it up as big or small as you want. If you like things to be a little chunky, do that. If you like it to be a little finer, obviously go with that. This is the fun part about cooking. All right, I know this is like one of my first official cooking videos with like a recipe or whatever. But like, I'm very go with the flow when I cook, and I believe cooking is a great creative outlet, and that there are no rules. So you'll probably learn that pretty quick. When it comes to my cooking stuff, just because I don't care. Okay? I will try my best to give measurements and all that, but can't promise anything too exciting. Another thing, real quick, I have on the side, I just have some extra. I have some chips, and you best know I'm going to eat during this video because I'm impatient. After I chop this up, we are going to preheat our oven. So if you don't have anything to chop, if you have this specific one, you're going to want to preheat it to 400 degrees. If you have a different one, if you are using different dough, if you're using a different thing altogether, use whatever temperature it says on that little thing. But since I'm using that, 400 degrees, and I'm going to chop the rest of these up, and then we will be good to start the cooking and whatnot. Also, let me add this before I forget. I do like to use some of like the marinade or whatever that's in the jar. I like to add that to, gee, that's crunchy, the spinach mixture. If you don't want to use it, that's fine. An easier way to get all of it out of the jar might just be to strain it, instead of having to flop everything all over the place. I don't know. But yeah, you could always just strain it if you want. Yeah, alright, that was it. Alright, so now that we're done chopping up the whole, I use the whole jar. I love me some stuff. But yeah, here we go. The whole thing, I just chopped it up semi-fine, I don't know. Just little baby pieces up in there. Still have our jar of marinade. I'm going to use a little bit of that in a minute. But I'm just going to put that, I'm going to put it over here. Now that we have that done, we've got our pan. There we go. Alright, so let's preheat that oven. Jesus. Alright. 400 degrees. Take a sip of water. Ugh. Jeez. Because we're dehydrated. Yes, beautiful. Okay, so we are going to turn on the pan. It's like we could do a medium right now. The first step to this, if you're using fresh spinach, you can just kind of throw it in there. If you want to use a little bit of water to steam it, do that. If you want to do a little oil, you can do it. Yeah. Just depends on what you're using. But usually, since I'm using frozen spinach, we're gonna have to cut that. I'm using frozen spinach, so a lot of the time, I just throw it in there. It has the water, and I just steam it. You know, I just steam the crap out of it. You'll also notice in a lot of my cooking videos that everything I do sticks to the pan. Okay. I've stopped caring at this point. I'm sure there's a way to do it. It just doesn't. It is what it is.
You stinky. You stinky binky. Are you hungry? I bet you're hungry.
Gotta feed the boy.
Need to feed the boy. You know, good boy.
Why are you looking at it like that? There.
Oh, you just want attention, don't you? Oh, you good boy. You good boy.
He just wanted pets before he ate. All right. Anyway, yeah. All right. So just medium, I guess, and then just throw it in there. Oh shoot! I'm flinging spinach all over the place. I don't know what. I'll use this. It doesn't really matter what utensil you use. I'm just using this because it has a flat side, and I know I'm gonna need to scrape this later. So, we're just gonna throw both bags right on in there. Oops! Shoot. Don't forget to get half the bag all over the counter, because that's a very important step. Stinky's getting very old, so I'm trying to figure out what he'll eat. Oh, okay, that broke apart a lot better than I thought it would. I'm very appreciative of that. So yeah, if you want to break it up a little bit, feel free. You don't really have to. It'll once it starts to thaw, it'll be fine. But it's up to you. You also don't really want to screw up your stovetop. So, ooh, that's the other thing. I hate these stovetops. They're cool, whatever. I think it's probably better for the environment. I don't know, but yeah, because it's electric. But oh my God, it's off. Oh, and now it's on, and now it's off again. You know what I mean? It's irritating. Okay, so now that we have that like that, we're just gonna boop, pop a lid right on it. Forget about it for like 5 minutes. I don't know, 5 minutes or so. Just gonna give it some time to really start to, thaw out and all that crap. If you're using fresh spinach, just cook it down. I don't know. With fresh spinach, I feel like it's easier to overcook it. I feel like you could look at me now. I feel like when you're using fresh spinach, it could be a little easier to overcook it. I find that with frozen spinach, I don't think I've ever overcooked it with this. I don't know how. I don't know if it really does make a difference. I don't know if you just have to cook spinach for a very long time for a very long time in order to overcook it. Whatever. And if you're using fresh spinach, I suggest cook it down just a wee bit. Enough to where it's a little floppy. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll go from there. Just waiting on the spinach. Hear that? I have it on like medium, by the way, medium-ish. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, no, never mind. I don't remember what I was gonna say. Couldn't tell you. Oh, you know what? Let's make some tea. Make some tea for while we wait. I know you can't see me. Give me a second. Look at my agave. I'll be using this mug today. It's one of my favorites. My mom got it for me for Christmas. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't. I'm sorry. I have it on my Instagram. It should be on there. And of course, I got to get that sugar in there because this is what I use. Okay, it's not sugar, but it's basically sugar. Okay, the golden blue agave sweetener. I don't really have a preference. It was just cheap for a decent amount. Oh, I was gonna wear my glasses, right? Big old rings from the freaking ring light. So, not today. That should be enough, right? Oh. I'm just gonna do that. Just gonna refill the water. I was gonna talk about something, but I can't remember what. Should have plenty of water in there now. I mean, there was plenty before, at least for this first little part. The tea I'm going to be drinking. No, you're not Stinky. Get out of here. About to say, good job, Stinky. He did eat a decent amount. So, you know what? I know what we can talk about. Well, no, I'll talk about when my tea is done. Alright, so the tea I'm going to be drinking, because I'm a spoiled little brat, is the coconut chamomile crust from the wedding. It is so good. It's really good when it's sweetened. Like I said, I'm not going to say that anymore, because I don't even know if I'm going to upload that one. It was long. It was full of all sorts of fun stuff. I might clip it a lot and post the recipe, but even then, I don't know. It was like homemade vegan SpaghettiOs. Oh, that smells good. Alright, I'm just going to put it on the counter because I have no... My back hurts, bro. Okay. If you have that frozen spinach, you might want to give it a little stir, see how she's doing, you know. But after you stir it, make sure you put that lid back on. The oven's done. I feel like that was quicker than usual. Yeah, the reason why we want to put the lid on, or keep the lid on with frozen spinach, is because if we keep it off, all the water will evaporate out, and we don't want that. We want it to stay in there, we want it to steam, we want it to defrost, all of that fun stuff. So, yeah. So make sure you keep that on there. But yeah, ooh, the holidays are coming up. I'm excited. We want to do a Christmas tree this year, but we have the cats. And as far as I know, none of them are old enough, except for Stinky, to have been around a Christmas tree. They are younger than a year, so they have never experienced... Oh my god, this is going to be the first Christmas. But they've never experienced Christmas. That means they have never been around a Christmas tree. I don't think they've been around a tree, period. So we're just going to see what happens, I guess. I don't know. It's going to be a mess. I can tell you right now, it's going to be a mess. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for all the holiday get-togethers. Because you know I'm about to be cooking. Well, I say that like every time, and then I don't, because I always forget. But this time I mean it. This is also a reason... I kind of want to do like a little series, right? You know what? Yes, this is the start of a little mini-series, a mini holiday series. Of course, I'm starting at mid-December, but that's okay. But that's just because I don't like to plan. And this idea came to me today, so it'll have to do. Ooh, that turned dark real quick. Alright. That's right. Okay. But, Christmas time, holiday time. I guess it starts in November, right? Starts in November. All the cooking, the get-together thingies, holiday-wise, I guess. You know, we always have like little cookouts throughout the year, but holiday cooking starts in Thanksgiving, Jesus, in November, and I always plan on making something, and I never do. Except I've made spinach dip a few. I've made spinach dip a few times. At least since going vegan, I haven't really made a whole lot at family things, unless it's just me bringing it for myself, if you know what I'm saying. So I do want to start doing that more. I just want to like make something and bring it, you know. And sure, you could go with the whole, oh, you know, maybe I can sneak it in and no one will know it's vegan, right? No, everybody knows I'm vegan because they know I don't eat half the shit they have to. I don't know. I always like to fill up on appetizers first, and appetizers have always been my favorite because it's a lot of little things I can shove into my mouth. So, we love it. But yeah, I made something the other day, and that's going to be a different video. I'm not even going to spoil it. But it was exciting to make. I just had like the idea, and I'm like, oh, you know what, that would be really good. And it was. And so, yeah, you'll see that later. Alright, I think we're good to go. Let's see. So, yeah, I think we Gucci. What is that? I like that. That's just part of the spinach, it ain't nothing. Alright. But here we are. As you can see, a lot of it is still, well, not a lot, but a decent amount of it is still frozen, right? That's fine, because it's going to keep cooking. Like, I'm not too concerned. I have it on medium-high now. And the first thing I'm going to throw in, because it's a little easier to get it in here now than when I have all the cheesy shit in there. Okay. The mix, the dip mix. So we're just going to take it, do a little sprinky all over the place. The whole bag, the whole dip mix. If you want to use part of it, feel free, you know, but I like to throw the whole thing in there because I love seasonings. I love flavors. The whole shebang. And the cool part about that dip mix is that it also has a lot of other little dried up veggies in there. So it's just a lot of little veggie surprises, you know. Okay, scratch that. It's going back to medium. Should be good. So, now we're moving a little quicker, right? We're just throwing stuff in here. You can hear it sizzling. But this cream cheese, we're going to throw the whole... We'll start with half, you know. And I'm just using this utensil because it's all going to the same spot. It doesn't matter. Once it's in there, I mean, you can do it ahead of time. Like, get it into little bits. If you're using this brand, you'll find that it melts pretty quickly. It's one thing about this brand, it's that it's definitely a bit more buttery than like Miyoko's, for example, right? Or even Tofuti. Get back in there. It's still really good, especially in this, but it's just, you can, yeah, we're going to use the whole thing. I don't know. It's good, though. Ooh, another way I like to use this, if you end up using more than one, or you make a bigger batch and you have any left over, or you just have some, try dipping those Taki chips in it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. The Taki waves or something. I don't know. I said this would melt quickly. It's not melting as fast as I thought it would. Okay, anyway. It'll start to melt. It's all good. So then we just give it time to do its thing. We're going to throw the lid back on there, give it a little bit of room to just melt and whatnot. Ooh, you know what I forgot to put in there? Forgot to put in my damn artichokes. So I'm going to throw the whole thing in there. It's just going to be a little party. Spinach artichoke party. Throw her in there. Alright, yep. Throw this in the dishwasher. Because we like to try to clean up as we go. And we'll stir. Normally, well, I say normally, back when I was a vegetarian and I ate cheese, I think I may or may not have used, well, no, I won't even talk about that. When I make the dip, sometimes I use a little more cream cheese, but since this is going to be more of like a cheesy, like a spinach cup type situation, I'm using a little less cream cheese. That looks delicious. Alright. So, that's chill. I'm going to go ahead and add some of my marinade, just a little bit. That was maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons-ish. It just thins it out a little, gives it a little more depth flavor-wise. It is a mess all over the side. Now we're gonna add our shreds. And turn the volume, the temperature up a little more. We're gonna start with like half-ish the bag. See how far we get with that. You basically want to add it till you get to the consistency you want, the flavor you want, whatever. You know, if you're using something like Daya and it's the stringiness you're looking for, you know, add enough to get you to that point. If it's a flavor profile you're aiming for, go ahead and add it to there, you know. So we're just going to leave it at that for a bit. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of nutritional yeast. That's about 3 or 4 tablespoons, I guess. Stir that in there. Get those extra vitamins. And now, I noticed that the Walmart brand also, when you're cooking something on the stove, you know, you add it to something, whatever. It takes a little longer to melt. So I'm once again going to cover it. Give it some time to do its thing. And then we'll check it, and if we want to add more cheese, we will. So now that I think about it, what we're going to do now, actually we'll do it right over there. We're just going to have to excuse my setup for now. Let's see if I can't zoom in. You know what, we'll wait. We're not in a rush. Ooh, that tastes good. I just tasted some off the side. I like to pick. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. Never not excited for spin dip. I have some pizza chips from the Whole Foods that I'm going to eat with it. I hear it bubbling. Yeah, I just want to stir it, give it a stir. It also might not melt down if that makes sense. Like, it's not a very stretchy cheese, so it'll melt, and you might not necessarily like, I don't know, like, you'll know it melted, but anyway, I am gonna add some more because I love cheese. I'm gonna add the whole bag. It's gonna be the whole bag. I added the whole bag. Do what you want. Ooh, no I didn't. Psych. I'm scooping some back out because I want to add some to the top. If you don't care about adding it to the top, don't worry about it. But I'd like to add a little bit. Just a little sprinkle, you know. So, I'm going to stir the rest of that in there. I really am making a mess. I guess that's the one thing about using a square thing in a round-edged pan is that it's not always going to scrape where you want it to scrape. Cut the top off of that. Alright, give it a little taste. Now look, if you go to taste test this mess, it's hot, okay? It's like... Alright, well this one isn't that hot, but... Okay, I'm getting distracted. Alright, one more. God, all the chips are broken. Let me tell y'all something in a second. After I eat this, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Alright, she's basically done. You know, take a looky-loo. You know, it's spinach dip, you know. As soon as it's cooked down as much as you want. Also, remember, we are putting it in the oven, so it might cook down a little bit in there too. I mean, it probably shouldn't cook down too much, you know, but it's gonna do it done. But what I was going to tell y'all. Tell me why when I get chips, hold up. Okay, we good. Tell me why when I get chips from the Whole Foods, first of all, they're expensive, okay? We know it's expensive. It's freaking Whole Foods. I get that. Well, I'm mad about the price. I ain't talking about the price. Here, let's turn off the spinach dip too. Tell me why I got a bag of Ruffly potato chips. Damn near every single chip in that bag was broken. Broken! Little pieces. I've been using them for toppings at this point. Just crush it up more. I don't get it. I don't get it. It gets on my whole nerve. But yeah. That was loud. Alright, so now that that's done cooking, I ain't gonna wipe that off yet. I ain't gotta worry about it. Yeah, now that that's done cooking, we're going to prep our pizza dough stuff. I might end up moving to a different counter, so yeah, give me a second. Alright, so we've moved over here. I've never put my tripod on the floor before, and this is a learning process. Maybe that looks a little straighter. Anyway, so we're gonna start off by, well, I'm going to grab a cutting board because while it might not really be necessary, I think it'll be a little bit helpful. We're also going to grab a big old knifey knife. Any knife will do. Doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's see. With this stuff here, alright, what we got to do is we have to pre-bake it a little bit. We'll keep the directions because I will forget. We gotta... Woo! Ooh, she's thick. Okay. Oh, Lord. This is like my least favorite part, trying not to ruin it or something. For the twist. So, ooh, she's real thick. She dicing. Okay. So now we have to try to find the end of it. Yay. We're gonna throw it over there. We're gonna roll her out. And this is actually, I think, the perfect size. Since I have 6, I'm gonna cut it into 6 pieces and go from there. So just gonna do a little... And they are not gonna be even. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Get them as close as I can and just go with it. Alright, so now that we have our pieces, we're going to take it and just kind of stretch it out a little bit, you know. And we're going to plop it right in our cute little pan. Oh, no we're not. No, we're not. Alright, this is a non-stick pan for the most part, but I am going to spray it anyway. This is the most important part, okay? I don't care if you have a non-stick pan or not. Alright, we're going to spray the crap out of this, regardless, because we don't want it... Shit is nasty. We don't want it to stick, okay? So, now we're going to go ahead and stretch it out, blah, 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 and we're going to throw her right on in there. Alright, and it's probably not going to fit perfectly, but as long as it's perfect for you, right? That is literally all that matters, because who cares? And we're going to put that in the pocket too. And if you feel like a certain piece will fit better somewhere else, do that. Do whatever, you know. It may or may not puff up a bit. I don't know. This is going to be a learning experience, like I said. Because I've never used this stuff before. Like, ever. So I don't know how it cooks or anything. But we're just going to hope for the best. Especially in this freaking pan, dude. Last time I used this pan, I think I made little spooky brownies. For, me, pretty sure it was like Halloween time, and it was me, Elliot and Chris hanging out. But oh my god, I'm gonna have to do a video on that too. There's this one brownie recipe. It's super simple, right? And we would make them almost every single time we would hang out. Just because they were easy, you know, they were quick, easy to make. So just in generally speaking, I am noticing that I think this would be easier to do with a regular pan, because you wouldn't have to worry about the shape so much, trying to like get it in all the little nooks and crannies. But I don't think it really matters too much. Like, if you want to use a shape, go for it. Alright, so now that it's beautifully in the pan, we're going to Ooh, fancy. Yes. Okay. Actually, cool. Yeah, there we go. Now you can see the oven. Woo. We're gonna shove it in the oven for 8 minutes. And yes, I'm waiting because this thing will blast you right in the face. And timer 8 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm also going to just experiment with this real quick. Wonder if I can be on here. No, I don't think so. This is already 45. Ooh. 45 minutes. But yeah, it'll take about 8 minutes to pre-bake. And then after that, we're going to fill it with our little spinach dip. I'm excited. I haven't had spinach dip in a while. Alright. See you in 8 minutes. Whew, alright. It's almost been 8 minutes. But you're back up on the counter. Because I realized I'm not going to be over there anymore. So. Ooh, I need to wash the dishes. Alright, so 15 minutes. Jesus. 15 seconds left. I've been eating spinach dip this whole time. And I'm not ashamed. It's delicious. Okay. So now, let's see how she's looking. Oh my god, they're so cute. It's hot. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, here they are. They're a little puffier, right, than I thought they'd be. But I'm just going to kind of squish it down in the middle with a fork. Because it should cook all the way. But I just want to have a little more space in there. Especially the little ghosts. But anyway, okay. I'm excited. And it smells good. So now we're just going to take a spinny spoon. Right? We're going to take our beautiful spinach dip and just plop it right in. Boop. And you can't really do too little or too much. However much you want in there. If you want them thick boys, plop it on in there. If there's not a lot of room, you know, make it work. It's all good. This is gonna be so good. I'm excited. I love spinach dip, y'all. Like, I love spinach in general. I've always loved spinach. But, like, spinach dip just brings it to a whole nother level. You're just plopping it in. And so you can see about how much. I put approximately, like, what is this? 3 to 4 tablespoons-ish, right? In each of these. Depends. Depends on how much space I had in them. But approximately 3 to 4. And I still have all of this left. Okay. I still have a lot. If I were to use about the same amount, I could probably make like 10 more of these at least. So the reason I say that is because if you're making a bunch, then I say you should probably have plenty of them. You know, you can have like enough to make a few extra of these. Sorry, it's hard for me to talk and do shit at the same time. But now we're just sprinkling it with a little cheese on top. But I think you should have plenty. Okay, you should be good. To do more than 6. Like I know I'm just making 6, but I think this could also be a fun dinner. This could be a fun thing to do with the kids. I mean, and I think the fun thing about doughs and like making things like this, or stuffing something with something, is just that it's so versatile, and you could really put anything you want in whatever. I think it's fun. So like, let's say you hate spinach, put something else in here. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else you'd want to put in here. You could put, ooh, that would be a fun idea, wouldn't it? Yep. Sorry, I'm just coming up with stuff on the fly. And since we're trying to use up, there we go. Just put it there. All right. So now that we have our beauties all stuffed and pretty, we are going to cook it for apparently another 6 to 10 minutes until the crust is dark golden brown. Extra toppings, since it's pizza, might require more time, whatever. So, since they're in there, we're going to check them after, like, I'll give it 8 minutes. Actually, no, I won't, because they're a little smaller. So I'll go ahead and give it 6. I'll give it 6 minutes. We'll see where we are after 6 minutes. Timer 6. Yeah, we'll see where we are after 6 minutes, and we'll do a little chicken check. Ooh. Since I put that stuff in there, just mix it in because there was something else later. Another thing I like to do with like leftover spinach dip is throw it into throwing in with some pasta, like a spinach artichoke pasta. One of my favorite ways to eat it, though, is with wheat thins. They're a little sweet, Good shit. Alright. So, we'll see where we're at in about 6 minutes. And take a look-see. So, it has been 6 minutes. We're going to take a little looky-loo. So, as you can see, right? The crust looks pretty, well, it looks pretty done. Maybe. I don't know. But the cheese on the top is not quite where I want it to be yet. And I don't think it would hurt to have it a little crispier, So, we're going to throw it in there for another 2 minutes. We'll throw it in for another 3. Another 3 minutes. Check in 3. Alright. So it has been an additional 3 minutes. And I think I am content. Ooh. With these. Ta-da! Alright, it's not gonna. They'll fly right out. Alright, so now we turn off the oven because we're not going to use it again today. Or I'm not. If you're going to use it, feel free to leave it on, but don't forget to turn it off. Because I've done that a couple times. It's not good. Yeah. Cool. Alright, so now we just need to, well, I ain't too worried about it. Yeah. Oh my god, this is so fun. Okay. So, now that we have our beautiful spinach bowls, I don't know what to call these, spinach thingies, all done, we're going to plate them on a nice dusty plate that I literally used last week. Why is it so dusty? Yeah, this is a plate I think my friend Peyton made this plate. And if you want one, you can get one from hand. Wop wop. So now we're just gonna plate these and make them look all nice and pretty. They're still pretty hot right now, but you know, you kind of want to eat them while they're hot, I guess. Here's the fun part about putting it in a fun pan. Okay, you can't really tell. All right, so just let's pretend I didn't say that. Let's see if you can tell more with these. Yeah, eat the pumpkin. Okay, it's hot, but you know, they're all cute and shapely. And once they're not so hot, you can pick it up and take a long look at the bottom. Look at that. It all fits perfect. Oh. Okay. Don't do what I do. I'm a little used to the heat at this point. Yeah, here we go. See what they look like. Ta-da! Beautiful. Yes, we love to see it. All right, so here they are, cute little spinach puffs. Yes, here they are, cute little spinach puffs. They're done, and so am I. I'm tired, my back hurts. We are gonna try one, but they're too hot, so. Actually, are they? Yeah, no. Ooh, they're too hot, so we're gonna come back in a minute. So I'm here with my little wolf plate. I say that, it could be a coyote, I don't know. Well, let's see, which one do I want? This one, because it's full. Oh, shoot, she's about to fly away. Look at her. Yeah, it's work. Okay. And you can see now, a little easier now that I can pick it up. It's a little spooky on the bottom. I already have a spoon. Jesus, I already have a fork. So I am going to try the crust on its own just because I'm curious. Bite that off. She does seem to be cooked all the way. It's pretty good. Mm-hmm. I like it. It reminds me of the croissant dough a little bit, but it's like not so sweet, I guess. I mean, I feel like it's just like a Pillsbury thing, right? It's like they're biscuits, regardless of the biscuit. A lot of their stuff is just kind of sweet. Ooh, she hot too. Hold up. But yeah, the dough's good. It is like, you know, it's a pizza dough, so pretty pizza-y. We gonna wait because she's still hot. Maybe I'll try this little tiny piece first. I don't know if you can see that. She's steaming. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah, look at that. Delicious. I'm sorry, I'm loud. But it's good. I'm very content with these. If you don't have to breathe through your mouth, then you don't eat at the right time. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm done chewing. But yeah, here we go. Just a nice little spinach thing. I don't know, I'll probably come up with the name and put it at the title, but you know. Have another look-see right there on the inside. Super cute, yes. But yeah, no, that was fun to make. I like things that are somewhat hands-on to make. And sure, it's like cooking is hands-on, right? But doing things with my hands, touching the ingredient, you know, like putting the stuff in the pan. That was fun. It was. But yeah, we have the other 5. I'll probably end up eating 2 or 3 tonight. Give the rest to Elliot tomorrow. if they want them. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so thank you for watching the video. Sorry, my eyeball itches. Thank you for watching. Comment down below if you have any ideas, any like variations, like what your ideas are for variations for the recipe, other things you might want to put in it, different ways to do stuff. I'm always down to like try different ways of doing things. Or if you have a different dough idea, like I was saying, I was thinking of maybe doing biscuits. I had also thought of croissants, but I'm like, I have other croissant things to do. But yeah, leave whatever comment you'd like. Comment any recipes you want me to try. If there's any recipes you want me to try to veganize, that would be a lot of fun. But yeah, like the video if you'd like. Feel free to subscribe. And I will see you next time. Deuces. I'm telling you, it's banging.